Marquez, but 3 of the GP24s, the most competitive riders, no time set. And Mark, who is going to handle this pressure and have some luck, track position and no yellow flags, who's going to pull it off?
Yeah, this is high pressure, isn't it? Pressure that's as high as the temperatures, particularly on the likes of Bagnaia and Morbidelli and Bastianini and Marquez, because they're all under the pump here, aren't they? They're all under the cosh, particularly when they've seen the lap time of Martin. Martin, a 1:29.088. Is there anything more to come from the Spanish rider? Here we go then. That was the outlaps completed for the world champion Marc Marquez, in hot pursuit of the factory Ducati, in hot pursuit of his future factory Ducati teammate Pecco Bagnaia. They go through this tight first sector. Now coming through turn 4. Always about the momentum here, building up the speed to get the drive and the speed through this very rapid sector 2. Fabio Quartararo then, where's Fabio going with this? That 4th place at the moment. That's brilliant, isn't it, by Quartararo? Bezzecchi has just pushed him off the front row. A 1:29.952's got Bez into P3, but Quartararo responds. 1:29.848 from the 2022 world champion.
It's looking to me when I look at the...
Marquez has gone down again.
No.
He tried to go with Jorge Martin. He has now tried to go with Pecco Bagnaia, and on both times it has been mission failed for the 8 times world champion. And Marc Marquez is going to be 12th. He's not going to take a time, is he, surely?
It was the same front tuck as yesterday, but that one wasn't savable.
Turn 15, and now turn 10 then. Yellow flags back out in sector 3. Thankfully, Bagnaia was ahead of Marquez. So is Marc Marquez going to be able to get back on that crash motorcycle and somehow try and set a time? If he doesn't, he's going to be 12th on the grid. He's had a few dramatic recent Q2 sessions, hasn't he, the Gresini racing rider? Well, none more dramatic than this one. Bagnaia does get himself up briefly into second. Acosta now second. So Bagnaia on the front row. Bastianini gets himself up into 4th place.
I believe that both Bagnaia and Bastianini have done a lap time that is half second higher because they wanted to get that.
Oh dear! Now he's toppled over, and this is of course keeping the yellow flags out, so there'll be no improvement here. There'll be no improvement with 3 minutes remaining. Marquez and already with the scuffed and damaged leathers from crash number 1.
The same crash as yesterday at the same point on the track.
That was like a Jorge Martin tip-off, wasn't it, in the Grand Prix last year?
But yesterday he saved it. Identical things happen. So what I was saying is I believe that Bagnaia and Bastianini left a little, he had to get that banker lap, to get a lap on the board without risking everything. So I'd be really surprised if they don't go faster in the next one if there's no flags out.
What a job by Acosta as well. Acosta, the only Pierre Mobility Group rider in this session, and he's second on the grid.
Wonderful.
1:29.671 from Acosta. Absolutely phenomenal ride by the rookie on his first appearance here in Mandalika on a MotoGP bike.
Think about that.
What a future he's got.
Wow. And he's not on the best machine out there, because the GP24 and maybe GP23 is better, and he's second.
Frankie Carcetti, head down, sees Marc Marquez tip off for the 2nd time in that Q2 session. He looks skywards. He can't believe it. You feel, Simon, that this is just Marc pushing so hard to try and compete with those GP24s. You just feel that recently that gap has widened between the 24 and the 23, and now Marc's on the absolute ragged edge.
At some circuits, I totally agree that they've got the edge, but yeah, then you've got to be the best of the rest, stay on to get that banker lap at least, but it didn't work. But the thing is, why not? He had the opportunity to follow the right rider. He could have been a hero today. I would have guessed he'd be in second or third right now if he'd pulled that original lap off.
Somebody else on the floor at turn. That's at the turn 16 as well, isn't it? It's Marco Bezzecchi, who at the moment is going to be 7th. This has been a yellow flag fest, hasn't it, this Q2 session, as Jorge Martin tucked him behind his closest championship rival, Pecco Bagnaia. Jorge, a 1:29.088. You just wonder what he's thinking. I want that 28. I want that 1:28. Unfortunately, the yellow flags just cleared off. Oh, that was a shame, because the yellow flags just cleared as Martin and Bagnaia came into that 4th sector.
Don't worry about it, Jorge. You already did something wonderful.
Absolutely smashed it, hasn't he?
No point having a crash over trying to get a nut, and the next time.
Bastianini over the line, 4th place. Over the line with 30 seconds remaining, so he has got one more lap at it. Martin it is then that's on pole position here. Session over for Pecco Bagnaia. Third on the grid. Front row, he'll take that. That'll be front row number 6 in a row for the world champion. It's all the beast, isn't
having
it?
a go, yeah.
It's all on Anaya now to see what he can deliver.
Yeah, 1/10. That is doable, isn't it? At least he could at least match the time.
There are some unreal performances in this Q2 session. Namely, Martin with that 1:29.088, which is going to put him on pole most likely by nearly 0.6 of a second. Just utterly astonishing.
Oh. It's so easy to make a mistake here, Matt. It's so easy.
And that's it. The beast will be, at best 4th. The Gian Antonio putting together another lap. I was just going to say, Acosta in 2nd, and Fabio Quartararo on the factory of a half 5th. Johan Zarco 6th. Zarco 6th. He really is taking advantage of that place in Q2. A 1:29.942 just shows, doesn't it, some of the importance of getting yourself out of Q1. Zarco hasn't even gone a 10th faster than what he managed in Q1, but he's going to be on the 2nd row of the grid.
Yeah, unreal. I mean, this, what a great effort. Confidence is coming back, step by step.
90 seconds ago, he was on the floor at turn 16. Yeah. He's got back on and found a 1:29.623.
But again, that's confidence to be able to do that, isn't it? And not like get disheartened and think it's not possible. That's, yeah, brilliant.
That was a mesmerising Mandalika MotoGP qualifying, wasn't it? What a 15 minutes that was. Jorge Martin destroys the all-time lap record. Marco Bezzecchi, having crashed with under 2 minutes of the session remaining at the final corner, remounts, gets himself on the front row of the grid in 2nd place. Pedro Acosta completes the front row on his first start in MotoGP here in Indonesia. What a heavyweight 2nd row it is as well, led by the world champion Bagnaia. Bastianini 5th, Fabio Quartararo a stunning 6th, Johan Zarco having come through Q1 is 7th, the Gian Antonio 8th, Frankie Morbidelli is the big loser, having been so good, not outside the top 3 so far all this weekend. He's on the back of row 3, Maverick Vinales 10th, and another huge story in Q2 for Marc Marquez because he crashed twice, no time set. Marc Marquez starts 12th for the sprint and the Indonesian Grand Prix here tomorrow. What an unbelievable Q2 that was.
The most unpredictable Q2 and Q1 session of the season, because so easy to make a mistake and lose your lap time, or worse, fall and cause yellow flags, which cause more problems for other people. It's just totally unpredictable.